Are you using your electric toothbrush correctly? Let's talk. Hi everyone, my name is Whitney and I'm a registered dental hygienist here to show you how to properly brush with an electric toothbrush. And just a heads up, I won't be using toothpaste for this demo so you can clearly see the brushing technique, but make sure you do use toothpaste when brushing at home. I'm only skipping it in this video to better show you the motions. I always use toothpaste. So first, what you want to do is glide the bristles along your gum line, and the goal with electric toothbrushes is to let them do the work for you. You're not going to scrub back and forth. No. Really, whether you're using an electric toothbrush or a regular manual toothbrush, you should never ever scrub brush like you're trying to scrub the kitchen floor. Harder isn't better. Be sure to always use gentle motions. And in the case of electric toothbrushes, you want to barely use any motions. Just try to let the toothbrush do the work for you. Position your brush head toward the gum line. We usually say about 45 degrees toward the gum line, making sure the bristles are getting into the gums. And then you just follow along your gum line from tooth to tooth on all the fronts, backs, and chewing surfaces of your teeth. Again, angling the bristles slightly towards the gum line. So on the top teeth, angle it up a little, and on the bottom teeth, angle it down a little. Now, most electric toothbrushes have some kind of built-in timer. It either beeps or pauses in some type of time increment. For this one I'm using, it pauses every 30 seconds. Which I love, since you should be brushing for the full 2 minutes each time for your entire mouth. So you will do 30 seconds and 30 seconds on the top, and then 30 seconds and 30 seconds on the bottom. I personally like to start on the top right, and if you want to keep yourself on track, you can follow along with the BetterMouth app. The timer has visuals that change on each 30-second quadrant. So in the first quadrant, I'll do all the outsides of the teeth, and then I'll do all the insides of the teeth, and then the chewing surfaces. Again, I'm just slowly guiding the brush head along from tooth to tooth, following the curve of the teeth and gums, angling my bristles 45 degrees toward the gums. Once it pauses, I move to the next quadrant or section of my mouth, the top left now for me, and do the same thing all over again. And I know I sound like a broken record, but don't forget to let the toothbrush do the work for you. No scrub brushing. I can't stress enough how important it is to not press super hard. This specific toothbrush is great because it has a pressure sensor. It turns red. It alerts you when you're brushing too hard. So it's a great reminder if you tend to be heavy-handed. I always recommend using an electric toothbrush with that pressure sensor. I will link this one below if you're in the market for one. If not, just make sure the one you're using has some type of pressure sensor alerting you if you're brushing too hard. Just keep holding the brush head in place for a few seconds before moving on to the next tooth and then the next tooth and so on. Back to our quadrants. Once you finish all the top teeth, 30 seconds and 30 seconds, letting the brush do the work for you. Next, it's time to brush the lower teeth, the bottom teeth. 30 seconds on the lower left and 30 seconds on the lower right, totaling a full 2-minute brushing session. For my patients, in addition to the pressure sensor feature, I also recommend an electric toothbrush that has a built-in timer, since it will simply shut off when you're done with the 2 minutes. But if yours doesn't have the timer, no worries. The BetterMouth app will help you with that. And if your toothbrush does have the built-in timer, like this one here, you can still use the BetterMouth app to track your brushing, flossing, tongue scraping, and more. You can get streaks, complete challenges, win prizes, gain toothy knowledge, all the stuff I love. Anyway, back to electric toothbrushes. Lots of people ask me about the differences between the circle heads and the regular heads. It's really just preference. Use whichever one you like more. And if you don't know which one you like more, I do have a video all about the pros and cons of each to help you decide. Of course, I'll link that video of mine below as well. Lastly, after you're done with the full 2-minute brushing session, don't forget to use a tongue scraper to clean your tongue, or at least brush it, or even grab a spoon from your kitchen. That works as a tongue scraper pretty well. And of course, clean between your teeth with something like floss, if you haven't already. I do have demonstration videos on all the different ways to clean between your teeth in addition to flossing, which I will of course also link my free oral care guide below if you'd like to learn more about flossing alternatives. And that's that. All the product links are in the description box below. Remember, technique is more important than the tool. Make sure you're using your toothbrush correctly, whichever one you're using. And I hope this video helped you. Please like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if it did. And if you want even more teeth talk, you can visit my website, teethtalkgirl.com, and hang out with me on Instagram at teethtalkgirl. Peace, love, and teeth.